Hello and welcome back to Python for Finance channel. Last time we went through Yahoo Finance general section, and today we will continue to the next scope of data that this wonderful library provides. We will go today over the financials. Last week we went through some key metrics such as market capitalization, PE ratio, dividend yield, and 52-week high-low values. And perhaps you remember it from our code here, the stock information data. No, we did include PE, but well, we decided to save the time and make the video shorter. Today we are going to write another small code and get the financials. Let's have a quick overview of the GitHub repository for one. Let's see it. And we see here which files those are. We see here when the code was updated the last, and there are also some documentation. So everything that you might need to better understand the Yahoo Finance library. With that being said, let's get to the work and start our coding exercise. In Yahoo Finance folder of this project, I'm going to add another file, and it will be financial statements Yahoo Finance. And yes, we're going to add that. Now, what we are going to cover today? We are going to cover today financial statements, the thing that is considered the backbone of the corporate finance. It provides a detailed breakdown of company's financial position, profitability, cash flow. Investors, analysts, and business owners rely on the statements heavily to make informed decisions about where to allocate capital. Now, many financial statement documents are available, but we are going to concentrate on three core ones. It's income statement or otherwise named profit and loss statement. It's balance sheet, which shows company's assets, liabilities, and shareholders' equity. And cash flow statement, which shows the operational abilities of the company. Track cash inflows and outflows, investing and financing activities. Now, why these ones? Why we decided to concentrate on those? Because those really matter. A profitable company should show strong revenue and net income on the income statement. A stable company should have a well-balanced balance sheet with manageable debt. And a healthy company should generate strong cash flow in its cash flow statement to sustain operations. Now we will use today Yahoo Finance's capabilities to retrieve, display, and analyze those statements for a given stock. Now, let's start by importing. Import Yahoo Finance as YF. Import pandas, because there will be data obviously, and that's pretty much the same as we did here. And let's actually copy this old part to discover the something which we already did. Okay, here we are going not to show the stock info section, but let's remove this income statement is stock financials. Balance sheet is stock balance sheet. And the last one is cash flow, which will be stock cash flow. Make sure to select the second one, not the first one. Now, when we have it here in one way, we decided to go with the stock information getting and then displaying it by calling the method. Let's today do a bit different. Let's start creating Streamlit application. Streamlit, title, financial statement, explorer. Then we will announce what is the ticker. Ticker, we are giving user possibility to input, so it will be basically user input type. Streamlit, text input, enter a stock ticker, example, Apple, Amazon, Tesla. And the default value for it will be Amazon. Now, with all this information used and we assigned already variables, let's actually get rid of the method, and instead of it, let's wrap all of this data gathering into the if statement. If Streamlit button get financial statements, and here we go. So whenever there will be button clicked, this code will be executed and we will have the data that we need. So with easy approach, we will create 3 different data frames. Each of those will have the data for one of our statements. So Streamlit, subheader, income statement display, and here will go Streamlit data frame of our income statement. Same way we are going to create for 2 others. Financial balance document. Streamlit data frame balance. And the last subheader cash flow statement. Streamlit data frame cash flow. And imagine that with all this, our code is ready. Now what we need to do, basically let's go over the code and then execute it. First, with this line of code, we created a Streamlit application and give it a title. Then we created a user input field, giving user possibility to provide text input. If nothing is provided, by default, that would be Amazon. Then we are fetching the financial statements. We created a ticker object. Then we are retrieving financials, balance sheet, and cash flow statements. And last, we are displaying all the data in the Streamlit. By subheader, we are creating a section within our Streamlit page, and with use of the data frame, we are displaying an income statement in a structured table format. Same way, we are doing same activities for the balance sheet, and last but not least, we are doing it for cash flow. Now we are going to retrieve the data, so let's run the code and go over the most important parts of the statements. Streamlit, run, YFinance, and stock information PY. Let's see what we got here. Page is being built. Okay, let's provide Amazon and get stock info. Okay. Weird, it is running other code. That's why. Let's stop it here. Oh, we were running the stock information. Financial statements. Okay, let's close this one. We don't need it. And now Amazon, get financial statements. Okay, we can see here that we are getting the data. It is structured. We can see each year value in a separate column. Basically, let's do this, and with Streamlit we can download a CSV, search, and make it basically full screen. Let's get out of full screen. So income statements, the one we are looking first is total revenue. Let's look for it. Total revenue. Here we go. What we can say about this one? We see that over the years it is growing. 513 billion, 575 billion, and 638 billion. So this is good. Next, we are going to check cost of revenue. This display costs of the producing goods. Next one is gross profit. Well, you can see that this is the total revenue minus the costs of revenue. We can see that this is growing as well over the years. 68, 94, and 125 almost. Next is operating income. We can see that this one is also growing. Last is net income. Here we go. And net income, we can see that it's increasing from negative 2 billion to 30 billion and to almost 60 billion. So we can see that company stability is growing from year to year, and we can say based on that this is stable. We can see continuous growth of the most important parameters. Next is the finance balance document. Here we are going to check total assets, let's find it here, total assets. Again, continuous growth year over year. Basically, this is the value of everything that company owns. Total liabilities. This is also increasing, but not as quick as the growth. Next is stakeholders. Equity. Equity adjustment. Stockholders equity. This is also growing. This is the assets minus liabilities, which basically is the remaining what belongs to stockholders. Let's check also current ratio. Deferred revenue, current expenses, and current assets. Current assets. Okay, we don't have current revenue here. Let's check the ratio. No ratio here. And debt, total debt, long-term debt. Now it's not calculating debt to equity ratio, and it doesn't actually matter. We can calculate it ourselves. It's like formula of total debt divided by total equity. Last but not least is the cash flow statements, operating cash flow for the beginning. Operating cash flow, we can see strong growth. Investing cash flow, it's negative. Investing cash flow, it's cash spent on investments. Equipment acquisitions, we can see that the amount is negative here. Financial, financing cash flow, it's also negative. This one shows cash from issuing debt, dividends, or share buybacks. And last is free cash flow, which is cash remaining after capital expenses. Operating cash flow minus capital expenses. We can see here that for the last 2 years it's quite stable. 32 billion and 32 billion, even increased a little. So this will be all for today. What we did, we acquired the financial statement documents for the companies. We wrote a code to acquire it. We got it for Amazon. We went through most important ones, and then we got the information which is the key and essential for analyze company's financial health. The library of YFinance allowed us to retrieve income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow data. And Streamlit made it easy to build an interactive dashboard, which was super helpful because we were able to find quickly the parameters that we are looking at. This will be all for today, and next lesson we will take our analysis even further by exploring the stock price history and technical indicators like moving averages, RSI, and Bollinger Bands. This will help us analyze stock trends and build a foundation for trading strategies. Hope you enjoyed this one. I will place the link to GitHub repository for this video. Also, I will add link to my Medium and Substack pages, as well as the link to the book for finance codes, where you can find 40 codes, 20 easy and 20 medium level, to get familiar with the Python and use it more for your financial exercises. Stay tuned, like, subscribe, and share. And thank you very much for your time. We'll see you